is there no way that we could maybe make contact with a merchant here at the gate to resupply? Or
No.
is there a church or a priest in town?
Yes.
Okay, can you be trusted to take a sum of money to a priest?
Sure.
Roland,
I don't like how long it took
no.
you to answer that question.
I assume you're still riding in front a little bit.
Yeah.
He kind of halts you, and as the carriage kind of rolls up behind you, he goes, "What business do you have?"
We represent the broader interests of the great mercenary Emmerin Fall. We are something of a retinue of his.
And the one guard looks at the other one, and they're like, "Never heard of him."
Oh,
If I hear him say this, I very, not hiding it at all, just roll my eyes.
Well, now you've heard of him because he is me. And we're coming through here because we require some stocking up on our supplies and looking to see if there's any problems around your town that perhaps we problem solvers could help out with.
And he looks up at you and goes, "No."
To which part specifically?
All of it. You're not entering our town. We're full for the day.
oh. We do actually have some relevant news to the town. And he goes in his belt and he pulls out the little scrap. He said, we encountered and eliminated a bandit band a few days up the road. They vandalized the road quite badly, actually. If any carts were to come upon it at night, it would pose a great danger to them. You may want to send a crew out there.
Noted. He holds out his hand to like take the thing from you.
Roland hands it over.
How many were there?
20, what was it? 22, 23?
Well, I think it was 24 because we
it
let
was
one go.
We did let one go. There were an awful lot of parts, so
I think.
Hold on, we
24.
can just tally up how many. I killed 4.
right.
Actually, hold on. 2, 3.
I lost track of how many I killed.
Yeah, I did 4 or maybe 5.
About 20.
20-ish. More than 20. A couple dozen, let's call it.
A baker's. Couple bakers dozen.
You see him reach down to his side, pulls out a pouch, starts counting, throws you 10 gold coins, and goes, "I rounded up, but thank you."
Well, I am a sworn knight, sir.
I take it.
Throw money at me.
I was gonna take it. You got the 38.
This is my mercenary troop, and you are my retinue. You will get paid on the right
Yes,
day.
master.
That's right. And he gives you a little smooch on top of your head.
Oh, no.
Then I just whisper and I'm like, "I'm going to tear up your pillows."
You wouldn't dare. And actually, you know what? Better yet, Emmerin hauls the bear off his belt and he puts it right up in Lia's face and he makes it talk and goes, "You wouldn't dare." And then he puts it back on his belt.
I roll my eyes again.
He smirks and then adds 10 gold to his pile. Like a fucking dragon.
So is there any other bandit activity in the area you're aware of?
All of it.
All of it. All of it.
Gilberg's a day's travel up above us. We see bandits every day.
Okay.
You know, Burke, when you were saying like, "Hey, we killed off a band of bandits," and I went, oh, "That's why they're called bandits, because they're part of a band."
Part of a band. They were all bassists. No great loss. Oh, wait, is one of you a bassist?
No, I just had to stew for a second.
Incredible. The guard looks at you and goes, "Any other business?"
Is there no way that we could maybe make contact with a merchant here at the gate to resupply? Or is there a church or a priest in town?
Yes.
Okay, can you be trusted to take a sum of money to a priest?
Sure.
Roland,
I don't like how long it took you to answer that question.
Can I tell if he's lying?
I was gonna say
Roll
insight
insight check.
check.
Yeah, I would love to roll an insight check. Let's see.
Roland, I think we'd have better luck with connecting the bag of money to my arrow, firing it over the walls, and hoping it hit the church.
Mine's only a 10.
I rolled a natural one. Oh, I think, you know what? He seems all right.
The 10 is enough, Laya. He's not actively going to steal it, but his interest in actively trying to get it to the church is plausible at best.
I don't think that's a good idea, Roland.
Roland's like counting out the money. What do you mean?
I don't think he's going to try to get this to a priest.
Oh, he's a sworn sentry, is he not? Have you not sworn a solemn oath? Are you not bound to duty, sir?
Roland, not everyone is as honor bound as you are.
Roland, tell you what, if you hold off on this, exercise patience, I think is one of the virtues or something like that, I will double your next donation to a church.
Roland looks over at Emmerin and he smiles the biggest smile you've ever seen him smile. And he puts the money back in his pouch.
Oh, no.
And he says to the sentry, "Good day, sir."
And the sentries just look at you and go, "Good day."
As they ride off, I'm just going to stand there and stare at the sentry for a second. And then once Orland's at an earshot, and he goes, "Thing is, I'm a better liar than you are." And then I walk off.
So is there anything else you guys want to do here? Do you want to actively try to get into the town, or are you just going to leave it for now and come back later?
I say, we have an active quest to go to Braccar. I say we put a pin in.
I mean, is there a
these
specific
guys.
reason we want to go here other than the fact that it has been put in front of us and it's a little weird?
It's a tantalizing mystery, isn't it?
That's where one of the well springs are, and we've been charged with cleansing the well springs.
There's one in Prey?
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were asking if there was a reason we were going to Braccar.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no!
where
I meant
we're
Prey. Yeah.
Also, the wellspring isn't in Braccar.
It's in that other one.
Oh, you're right.
Just clarifying.
Yeah.
Um,
In that other one is one of the dragons too, right?
Yeah, in Gilbert.
Gilbert. Yeah, isn't one of the well springs in Gilbert? No. Okay. Dragon in Gilbert. Wellspring
He probably knows about the wellspring nearby, but in order to access his knowledge, I'm sure there will be some bandit-based fuckery we'll have to endure. It'll be fun. It'll be D&D. It'll be fun. I think we should do it.
I think we should do it.
Roll a couple D20s. Drink some. This is lime-flavored seltzer water, but you guys get the idea.
So it is 6 more days of travel to Braccar Court. That will put you guys on the 22nd fire wing. On the way there, I'm just going to do this very briefly because it's much easier to do instead of having to make a big kerfuffle about it. There is a cart that you pass, and it is a group of carts, and it is a few merchants that are selling some wares.
Is it Elpator's cousin?
It is not.
God damn it.
There are a few, like, they have basic supplies, things you might want in that vein. If you need to resupply on any, like, basic goods, they will have them. And then there are also 4 items they have that are magical. There's a ring, an amulet, a bow, and a set of studded leather armor. That is very hard to say all at once.
How much are the bow and the studded leather armor?
Yeah, no, I want the armor. My AC
Well, how
is
much
the
for that?
lowest.
Yeah, fair enough.
So from bottom to top, the ring is $550, and so is the amulet. The bow is $650. The armor is $1,500.
And do we have a sense of what they do?
I will. Yeah. So, what? I'll do you one better. This is what they tell you they do.
Oh fuck.
If you would like to roll insight, you're more than welcome to.
Oh yeah.
I would like to roll insight.
Go for it. So the ring is a ring of minor healing. They say will let you cast Cure Wounds once a day. The amulet is a pendant of communing. Once per day, you can cast Speak with Animals. The bow is a +1 longbow of the Lamplighter. So it's a +1 bow, and 3 times per day, it can cast light on an arrow in like 15-foot radius of bright, 15-foot of dim, from centered on the arrow.
Cool.
And then the armor is +1 studded leather armor of resourcefulness. So +1, 12 plus dex +1 for your ace. And it is a +2 to initiative while wearing the armor.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Okay, so how much for the whole bit?
For everything they have is 3,200.
And
Well-
I rolled a 12 on insight.
I did not roll a 12. So
Orlo, did you also roll insight?
It was a 10.
I will also roll insight. It's a 5.
You are pretty sure that all of these things do exactly what they say.
cool. Oh, I forgot I had a javelin.
I'm definitely interested in the armor
That's
and the
what that
pendant.
So it was 3,200 for everything. So I'll pitch in 1,000.
Also, if you guys
Ooh.
want, you're more than welcome to try to haggle with.
Well,
Eh.
that's a good idea. Look, tell you what, we'll buy the entire group, the entire bunch for 2,800.
Roll persuasion.
Can I roll stealth instead?
To what? Just
Can
take it?
Can I persuade them to do 2,800?
Yeah, let's do that. Or how about I aid you in that
You could.
with my well, look, we're buying the whole group. How's 2,800 sound?
Also, you seem to be frozen.
Yeah.
There, Emmerin.
They got him.
Oh, that was weird. Everybody else was frozen for me for a second, so that tracks.
I became Emmerin.
You
You're
did
right,
it.
cunt.
Who am I?
There you go, fixed. So go ahead, Laya, roll with advantage.
27.
The only way that they were going to beat that was with a nat 20. They'll take 2,800.
How about 25?
You want to split it? We could each do 14.
I got 14. I'll pitch in 1,000 if somebody else wants the ring, one of the rings or the amulet.
I'll just do the rest of it.
Quite frankly, I just want the bow.
I'll do the
Oh.
1800.
I'll throw in. Oh, okay. I was going to say I'll throw in the other 400 if that's what's keeping us from.
Save it for your church.
Laya, look at us big spenders. So yeah, he'll hand over the 1,000 gold to Laya and let her take that.
Laya pockets the 1,000 gold and walks away with none of the items. Yeah, okay. I will. I'll make those items and I'll add them to your character sheet after the session.
Okay.
Do you have any hooded lamps?
Would you like some hooded lamps? 'Cause
They
we happen to be packing.
they have one hooded lantern.
I am going to purchase that as well as 10 days of ration.
So 10 days. That's 5 gold, and another 5 for the lantern. 10 gold.
Excellent.
Anything Orlo or Emmerin would like?
Do any of them have an alchemist kit by any chance?
Uh,
I want one.
They are. I think they're 50 gold. Is what all the kits are.
Got it.
So Orlo, you get an alchemist kit. So Roland, you have another lantern in your rations. Laya, Emmerin, you guys bought the items. Is there anything else the other, like, out of their normal stuff?
Nah.
Roland's going to hang the lantern on the corner of the carriage where the other one got smashed off, or where he took the other one to light the fire.
Sounds good. Okay, so then go from here. As I said, the 22nd of Firewane. Emmerin, especially for you, the last bit of travel here, something that you're used to the hills, the trees, sounds of everything nearby, home where you grew up, where you spent most of your life. As you roll down the road, see as the land starts to kind of dip down and see the spire of the church raising up over top of the tree. Closer you see large white stone walls and massive wrought iron gate that you have traveled thousands of times. Point in your you know that the beautiful walkway of stone, the white marbled stone, buildings crafted finely, very clean storefronts and alleyways, and everything looks impeccable. You know the real city that lies behind this, the impoverished, barely standing brick stones that are no more than a couple hundred yards off behind it, where it dips into the deep alleys where you learned how to be what you are and learned how to do it very well.
Is there a name for the slums there, or the deep alleys, as it were?
They don't call them anything in specific, and it is just as a particular way to not think of them any differently, even though they're very much treated differently. The three of you, you see the stone walkway, the giant marble stone white walls. Everything is impeccable. You see shops and people going about their business. Most of the people wearing like very clean white linen type robes, either long cape adornments or like hoods, as they kind of walk around the towns and do business. Pretty much everyone in this town is, at least at this point of the town, on the main thoroughfare, all of these people are highly devoted to church. As you guys walk by, all of them kind of nod and good day, how are you? Or things like just, very exchanging pleasantry. Even with you, Sir Roland, they go ahead and give me a perception check. What did you get, Burke?
I got an even 10.
Okay. You're definitely caught off guard by the way that this city looks. You, even at your capital, this is a very different look of what you were expecting from these particular types of people. The initial reaction is stunning. You see that everybody walking down the street addresses you, and every now and then you think you might catch a look, straying glance, but it's, by the time you kind of recognize it and look back, it's no longer there. Orlo, Laya, they deal with you in much the same way, sitting atop the carriage or by it, addressing you and bowing slightly and saying good day. Where do you guys want to head to as you make your way down into? Are you looking to head just straight to the church? Do you want to head back towards where your people are, Emmerin?
So, do you guys have any thoughts, or do you want me to?
What I was going to say was that Laya would defer to Emmerin on this one.
Well, isn't that a change? So as we're walking in, you kind of into the city, I'll say you see like Emmerin take like the big deep breaths of like, I'm home kind of thing. And as we're walking in, his mood kind of dowers a little bit as we get to like the nice white stones and whatever. And he sees you guys kind of, oh, hi, hello, hey. And he's absolutely just standing like in the middle of the three of you, just kind of keeping his head down, his cloak up, and is attempting not to interact with anybody whatsoever. And he kind of whispers over to Roland at one point that, don't be fooled by all this nicety. There is sickness and corruption here, but not of the typical type.
I'm just being polite. These people honestly weird me out.
I'm happy to hear that, to be quite honest with you.
Monotheists.
Monotheists. All right, I think we should probably head down to the lower parts of the city. It's where contacts of mine can probably put us on the right track.
Let's go.
Did they allow Steve in the city?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not even a question.
Okay.
As you are home, Emmerin, you guide Steve off down one of the alleys that he's big enough to fit through with a cart, and you make your way down back through alleyway. As you guys start to progress through, you see that these stark white stones very quickly turn into dingy, moss-covered bricks and stones, boards, just all kind of mashed together to form whatever kind of road they can make. As you continue down back through into parts of the city, the buildings start to go from multiple single stories, shacks, brick building, lean-to, whatever whatever they had access to, whatever they were given. Emmerin, do you want to kind of describe what goes on here, or would you like me to explain it in more of a pulled-out view as to why it is the
You can go ahead and describe the pulled out view, but I'll just one thing that Emmerin's going to be keeping his eyes open for are urchins that are quite clearly associated with the seedy underbelly, and he's going to catch one's attention immediately as soon as he can find one.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check, and then I'll explain this. So the church itself manages everything. All of the sources and all of the farmland, all of the shops, everything that is produced, everything that is made, everything that is touched by anyone in the city that is not a direct member of the church is taken by the church and then distributed back to the people. Now, the system used to be better. It used to function. But as things have gotten worse, as people have gotten more desperate, the church has kept more and more tighter rein on what they give out. And it is a way for them to keep people in line, keep them fighting and striving to do what they need to do, because they figure if they put in more effort, they'll get something more back. You can very much tell that the outward appearance is what they focus on for people that come into the city. The main thoroughfare is all those beautiful shops and taverns, inns. The church itself is a multiple-story, massive, gorgeous building, and that's where all of the effort goes to maintaining this appearance. But this place where you are now, the real truth of what happens is poor. It is struggling, desperate, and this is, as you kind of let that sink in for a moment, you realize that this is Emmerin's. This is where he grew up. Everything that he ever had, all why he is who. And what was your role there, Emmerin?
25.
Okay.
I hand Emmerin a pillow.
As you
Appreciate. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So, appreciate it, but not now.
As you roll through the back of the alleyway, you know where to look. Been here your whole life. You shoot a glance down a corner and you see one of these kids kind of standing up against the corner of a building, just kind of flipping like a button, just keeping his eyes out.
So I'm kind of got to, as not sneakily, but like as unintrusively as possible, walk over and slip a gold into this kid's palm and lean down and just say to him, get a message to SETI. Tell him Demon Fucker's back in town and he needs a favor.
And he looks at you, looks at the coin, like bites it just to make sure it's real, just slides it into his pocket and just bolts down the street. Is there anywhere in particular you'd like to be going, Emmerin?
I mean, we've been on the road for a long time at this point. What would be the I guess the tavern, the place of rest where, rumors flow and thieves guild contacts and what have you?
So there's a few of them. The one that you probably would have hung out at a lot was the my brain. Hello, Sleeping Fiddle.
And here's the other question: am I welcome there?
This one you are.
Okay, all right. So after that, I'll kind of look at the three of you and be like, All right, I put out a feeler to an old friend. Yeah, believe it or not, I got friends other than you. And we'll see how it goes. I suggest maybe for now we get a drink and maybe we can try connecting with my order on the morrow or whenever we hear from Seti.
I'd
I'm
have a
just
drink.
Just glad to sleep somewhere that's not a bedroll.
Or an interdimensional carriage.
Right.